what should I do today? Well, I've ticked off a few things off my to-do list, but oh, what's this? Become rich and famous? Maybe not today. What about this one? Continue City Harbour? Yeah, I think I can do that. As the year is coming to an end, I thought it'd be rather appropriate to have a quick look back at what we've achieved so far. I mean, I only started this Lego City in, June, July time? And it's come a long way since then. We're still working on areas, for example, the plaza area, and I'm testing out a few different ideas for some trees. But along the front row here, we've got all the beach, which is pretty much finished, apart from adding some minifigures, of course. Then we got onto our boardwalk area, which again is pretty much finished. Moving into the kind of downtown, we've got our train tram. Quite like this tree, obviously this is the cherry blossom tree as well. Going along here, this platform is finished, so the whole front strip is pretty much finished. Then we've got some work in progress since the recent city expansion, when we've got a new area coming soon, but I'll probably do more on that next year. Same with my fire station. That was the first building I placed, and I had designed a whole mock to build this 1.5 base plate massive fire station, and I still haven't got around to it, but always next year. Then we're going to have a motorcycle shop coming here. We've got a petrol station, which is official sets, but there's some rebrickable models that I might do to them. That's what these parts are for. Otherwise, that could be a pretty quick area to do. But then moving back down to the harbour, this is where we're focusing at the moment, and everything is very nearly done. There's a couple more things to do, with a couple more buildings, add a couple more sets, but I'm liking what we've done so far. Okay, so after waiting a long enough time for all these Brooklink orders to arrive and kind of pushing back my schedule by, just over a week, I'm finally getting around to building some of my Harbour stuff. Although for you guys, the wait hasn't been that long because I've still been posting regular videos, but for me, it's been a long time waiting. So in this tray here is all the parts I need for my custom designed Harbour office. And then all the parts here are for this ship and this kind of 2011 classic Lego City Harbour set. And I think I'm going to start off with this one right here. And here it is. If you haven't seen it before, I have shown it off previously, but this is what we're going for. Inspired by an Animal Crossing set. Nice little build. Yeah, I'm very happy with it. The colour scheme, the shaping, just the general look of it, and there are interior details. Has got windows around as well. It's modular, so you can remove the floors, remove the roof. And, well, I haven't designed any interior details for the upper floor, but I can just do that now. And then we've got the outside staircase attached outside. Originally, I did want to have the staircase inside, but there just wasn't enough space for it, and it was just easier to do it outside, but I like the look for it. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. And if you want to see more, then check out my page on Mechabricks, where I designed this. I've got plenty of other mocks and customizations of other sets, so do check that out. But let's crack on with the build. Oh, and since I don't have any instructions for this set yet, well, this set, I'm calling it a set. One day I will make instructions for it and post them on Rebrickable, but for now, I'm just testing it, making sure everything works as intended. So I'd have to kind of take this design apart digitally and rebuild it physically. Got all my parts here, got my mills plate to build it on. Yeah, everything we need, I think, hopefully. I should probably organise these parts a little bit better, but I'm up for the challenge. The first thing I've done is build the stairs, and I did have to make a couple of changes just by swapping out some of the bar pieces because they're a little bit short. But otherwise, it's pretty, well, yeah, I like it. The lower portion of the building is all complete. Now let's add some interior furniture and some things on the walls. But yeah, very happy with how it's looking so far. I've just spent some time building up my furniture builds. Some of them are kind of my own creation completely. Some of them were inspired by the Lego office set because, it's an office. I figured it made sense. So, for example, this desk here, it's straight out of the office set. The top is a little bit different, but we've got a phone there, desk lamp, post-it note, keyboard, mouse, a donut, a computer, pencil pot, and a mug. And then to kind of tie in with that, across the room, we've got our other little cabinet with a few books and paperwork shoved in the bottom with our coffee maker and our tray of donuts. So we've got the one taken from the pack. Then we've got a couple more storage areas and some files and all sorts of documents and like things that you'd find in an office, I imagine. The photocopy, again, taken out from the office set, a potted plant, a couple of small cabinets, one with a trophy, another plant, a different style of cabinet with a empty bottle and a compass on it, a couple of desk chairs, and then this centre pillar, which will help support the next floor, has got a picture on there and a clock. And then here we've got in a radiator to keep it nice and warm. There's a vent on this wall here and a few printed tiles and maps and ships and things. I just thought things that would be a bit relevant in here, so I thought they'd look quite nice now to put the furniture in and get started on the next floor. Ta-da! All the furniture and interior details are finished. Yeah, this is so cool. This is my most detailed mock that I've actually built for real. I'm really happy with how it's turning out. Top floor done, and it turns out I'm missing a couple of pieces actually, because there's not much left and there's more parts here than I was expecting. but we're missing a 1x4 brick to go in here, a bit of a window pane glass element to go into this window here, and some bricks to go in this gap here. Now, the bricks to go in here, that's my fault because I did forget to add those in, but the other ones, they definitely should have been here. So I'm not sure what happened there, which does mean I have to place another Brooklyn order, but I really don't want to. Anyway, getting the railing just right is a little bit finicky, obviously working in real life, because in digital form, all the bars line up perfectly. And because there's like joins in between, just because of the spacing and how everything worked out, it's, you know, a little bit having to line it up, but I'm pretty happy with it. And the roof went together pretty easily, just with some various antennas and satellite, and I don't know what these things are supposed to be, but they look interesting. Flag on there as well. Yeah, and it turns out these are the only leftover parts that I wasn't expecting, so not quite sure how that happened. So I had a couple of 1x2 dark azure bricks to fill that gap, but I don't have the other glass for the window pane, so I'm still going to have to place an order plus the 1x1 bricks to go in that gap. I've added some interior details to this upper floor, not too much, because I wanted to keep it nice and opened. We got a picture of the fish on the wall, for that kind of made sense, and then some radar and some weather map thingies, because I feel like downstairs deals with all the shipping and the cargo, then up here is where they make sure the weather is okay for all the ships to head out. A couple of computer screens down there, got the map desk and a little kitchen area so I can have some snacks. Yeah, and a couple of potted plants with some colour, but I'm happy with it. There we go, the Harbour office is placed and it is looking pretty good in its new home. Of course, the only downside is that it's kind of facing away from us, but I can't build everything facing this way, right? And there's just one gap down in here, which needs one of these tiles. They're relatively new, but I need it in light grey. I need a couple of these, but it doesn't come out in light grey yet, although I'm sure it will one day, so I'm going to leave that gap for now. And when I originally designed this building, there wasn't going to be a building here, so that's why I put windows on the back. You can kind of still see one of them, but now we have this gap on this fishing shop, or this restaurant, so I just need to fill that in. Oh, never mind, I don't actually have a part to fit in there. It would be a 2x12, but I don't have one in white, so I can add that to the list of things I still need. I've also gave our fisherman here a big bucket of fish. He's had a lucky day so far, and added a few more crates and pallets and things just to make it look a bit more busy. And I had so many liquor fish, I thought, well, I might as well put them in crates lining up the docks. And then I filled the pallet organisers with a few more pallets and got the forklifts busy, some more empty containers stacked up against the fence there, just to add a bit more realism. Yeah, it is looking quite good. Next up, I need to take these boats out because I'm not using these right now. Then I can get ready to build this harbour crane. And of course the train yard, which I've also got the parts for. Coming soon to Daily Weekly Builds, the 2011 LEGO City Harbour. Wow, this is a cool set. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to check out the other videos on this channel, or on one of my other channels as well. And of course, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends.